well, more for the Japanese fans to get behind, as we have men's doubles now. Hiroki Midorikawa and Kyohei Yamashita will play the second seeds from Malaysia, Go Tsufei and Nur Izzuddin. So looking at the path to the finals, again, nice to see 4 member associations in the semis with 3 seeds remaining. So these two have met twice before. It's 1-1. The last time they met was at the Japan Open, where Go and Nur won in straight games.
Red. Which one of these? User. Receive. This side. This side.
Prior to that, they met at the Swiss Open in the opening round, with Midorikawa and Yamashita winning in 3. So we start with Hiroki Midorikawa, diminutive man at 161 from near the capital, Saitama. 29th in the world, the current ranking has been a bit higher at 25. That was just a couple months ago. Kyohei Yamashita is 27 and a bit taller than his partner, 166. And this pairing have won a fair few on the international challenge level, but nothing yet on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Only played Malaysian so far. It's like a Malaysia championship, isn't it? They've defeated a 3rd seed and a 7th seed, so it's been impressive. Can they now do that with the 2nd seed? Go Tsufei is 28 years of age from southern Malaysia, Malacca, 171. He's taller than his 2 opponents. Currently 4th in the world, and of course they are a former world #1 pair. That was earlier in the year. Nur Izzuddin is even further down south from Johor, and a bit taller as well at 175. This pairing have won 8 titles together, most recently the India Open. That was at the start of the year, and then they started to have a little bit of a dip. They've dropped a couple of games along the way. Good win there against Kang Min-hyuk and Ki Dong-ju at the start, and they beat the 5th seeds Lee and Young as well. Chris Yip from Hong Kong, China is our umpire.
Ready to play.
Assisted by Kim Ha-yeon, the service judge from Korea. Yeah, Kyohei Yamashita probably has achieved, well, definitely has achieved more as a mixed doubles player. Was a bronze medal at the World Championships in 2021 with Naru Shinoya. Also fair to say that Hiroki Midorikawa and Natsu Saito, of course, top 10 partner pairing in mixed doubles.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Go Sifei and Nur Izzuddin, Malaysia. And on my left, Hiroki Midorikawa and Kohei Yamashita, Japan. Nur Izzuddin to serve to Hiroki Midorikawa. Level play.
Well, for the Malaysian pair, title here, and
Service over. 1 love.
the Australia Open actually put them in a strong position to make it to the World Tour final. So they really need pretty good performances. I mean, they've got deep, haven't they? I think it would look like they need to do well in these two tournaments. Well, the pressure's on.
2 love.
It's been a bit of a disappointing year, I think it's fair to say. The highs are reaching on number 1 from Izzuddin and Gotafei. Big finish there from Go.
Service over. 1-2.
Yeah, coming into this event, 26 wins out of 41. Oh, he really let fly on that one, didn't he, Yamashita?
Service over. 3-1.
Well, the Malaysian pair, the last 2 years here, 2023, they got bundled out in the first round, last year in the second. So done really well in this year's edition.
Hold. 5-1.
Great start here from Midorikawa and Yamashita. It's interesting because Yamashita and Midorikawa first got together in 2019 and then didn't play again till March of 2023. They played a couple tournaments then. That's when Midorikawa sort of started specializing in
2-6
in mixed doubles. So it was about a 3.5 year gap before he started working on this then. And there was some moderate success. But a couple tournaments in 2023, 8 months apart, and then 4 in 2024. And then a lot more this year. You're a lot more consistent with that. This is better for the Malaysians. Just had a bit of a slow start here.
3-7. Go. Go. 4-7.
Quick one.
Interestingly enough, for Midorikawa, this is his first Japan Masters. In men's doubles.
5-7.
And Yamashita as well, he's, as I said, they've both been specialising really in playing mixed doubles. Both of them doing very well here, to be honest, to get this far. But you've got to say the Malaysians have bounced back very nicely here. 4 points in a row. That run comes to an end. Both pairs have had a 4-point run.
8-6.
On paper, really, the Malaysians should be well and truly the favourites here. Let's go. Well, I think you'll be disappointed with that, Yamashita.
7 over. 7-8.
Easy finish from Midorikawa.
7 over. 9-7.
Just stays in, I guess. Nice backhand there from Midorikawa. Three-point lead.
10-7.
Remember they had a 5-point lead not too long ago. To 2-7. Or 7-2. That was the longest rally. 40 shots. It's been quick so far. 5 of the last 8 points have gone the Malaysians' way. No, they just got in each other's way there, I think. Bit of miscommunication, and Japanese pair up by 4 here, 11-7. Trying to sort themselves out. Malaysian pairing.
11-7, play.
Good power. And they're back to that 5-point lead that they enjoyed earlier on.
7's over. 8-12. Service fault called. Too high.
Service fault called.
Service over. 13-8. Service over. 9-13.
Good defending. Well, the Japanese were really up against it for a while. They're defending for their lives. Played the patient game and won in the end.
On court.
Service over. 14-9. Play.
Well, the season hasn't been a fantastic one, I've got to say, for the Japanese pair. Only a 52% win rate this year. That's why, as I was saying, that you would have thought, on paper at least, that Malaysians are the favourites. Time it's the other end that goes into the net, Yamashita.
Service over.
Yeah, I mean, the best performance so far,
14.
Semi-finals. Those are both in 300s, Swiss and Taipei Opens. 1 quarter-final of Indonesian Masters, 6 first-round exits, 5 second-round exits. So this is really a big opportunity for
11-14.
this pair. As I mentioned earlier, it's their first ever Super 500 semi-final. That's why this is huge for them as a men's doubles pairing. They're just getting caught out positionally. The Malaysians.
15-11.
They want to keep this one a lead because they know there's going to be an inevitable push from the Malaysians. Oh, again. Cross-court smash by Midorikawa.
16-11.
When we look at the season for the Malaysian pairing, 4 first-round exits, 3 second-round exits, a World Championships third round, 7 quarter-final dismissals, including the Asian Championships.
12-16.
This is only their third semi of the year. They got to the final of the Japan Open, and we mentioned they won the India Open at the start of the year. So I think by their standards, after the 2024 that they had, it's not been as good. And they've just been quicker to everything, haven't they? Midorikawa and Yamashita. They'll go back to that 5-point lead. Well, this looks very much like their game to take. Midorikawa, Yamashita. Remember that the Malaysians had to really slog for that quarter-final. As well, 65 minutes to beat Keiichiro Matsui and Katsuki Tamate. 26-24 in the final game, into 3. And they're cruising this right now.
19-12.
That's gone long. And they've got 8 game points. Midorikawa and Yamashita. Excellent work from them.
Game point 12.
Well, I'm afraid that's really not been up to par, is it, for Izzuddin? Midorikawa Yamashita, excellent, particularly after the interval. It was 11-7 at the break. They went on to win it 10-5 comfortably. 21-12 to Midorikawa and Yamashita.
20 seconds, 20 seconds.
There's a nice little Malaysian link here between these pairs, and that the Japanese pairing of Midorikawa and Yamashita are coached by Malaysian
Second game.
Lee Wan-wah.
Level.
He did say that the opponents today go to Izzuddin are the favourites. He's been very impressed with his Chargers performance so far, Midorikawa and Yamashita, but he's wanted to maintain. I suppose that's maybe a bit of mental games. He said they've been playing very well in the last few tournaments. They couldn't finish off with some close matches. He's hoping they can do it here. My goodness, that is about the most clearest sign of a string breaking. Don't see that very often.
1-love.
Now, can they keep the momentum going? There was a nice 5-point run at the end there from the Japanese pair to win it. And going back to the last game, plus the points here, that's 7 in a row now. That run is finally broken with a backhand kill from Go.
1-2.
Nice deception there from Izzuddin before that.
Whoa! 2-all.
The Malaysians kind of owe this pair, Midorikawa and Yamashita, because they beat Man Wei Chong and T Kai Woon in the opening round, which gives them that little chance, as I said, to get a place in the World Tour Finals. That's an emphatic finish there from Go.
3-all.
To be clear, Go and Nora are also in the top 8, but they're the 3rd Malaysian pair. And we only allow 2 from any member association. Bit of deception there from Go. We just started to turn a corner here. Remember, these two actually finished runners-up at the Tour Finals last year. Sort of start to this game from the last one. I think they've been very good at the net, haven't they? Malaysians.
5-4.
Very good kills from them. Oh. I thought that was almost perfect, but not quite.
5-all.
It was around the 8-point mark. The Japanese really took this game by the scruff of its neck. A couple of big run of points. Malaysians don't want to give themselves too much work to do, especially because it's the second game now and they lost the first.
Seven, six.
Malaysians who have a bit of a lead here. Gone a bit long.
Service over. 9-7.
Well, at least what the Japanese are doing that the Malaysians could do is at least try to keep pace with their opponents, even if they are trailing.
Izzuddin, get ready.
Service over.
That was a bit quick, wasn't it? A bit of a cheap point. Well, it's the first time they've had this much of a lead, and it's going into the interval. So Go and Noor up by 3 here, though Midorikawa and Yamashita won the first game. Very, very intriguingly poised at the moment. Just a little fault there, a little touch.
9,
yeah, he just had to readjust. They just looked at the umpire to ask if that was hit on the right side of the net. The umpire was fine with it. Quick flick of the wrist there from Yamashita. And they're only a point behind now.
Ten, 11.
Oh, the crowd liking that.
11-all.
There's a bit of frustration there. That looked a very straightforward shot to play. And Midorikawa and Yamashita are back in front. They were last in the lead at 6-5. Remember, it was 11-8 at the break. 4 points in a row. That run does come to an end here, but it's been a very useful run.
7 over. 12-all.
Short on the serve there from Go. A lot, isn't it, for the Malaysians today? Reminder again that Midorikawa and Yamashita have never been to a semi-final before. It's their first ever Super 500 semi-finals, their highest ever, the best ever performance really at this level. And they're playing the world number 4s at the moment. It is level pegging. Japanese, their record
14-13
of winning a match after taking the first game is about 67%. So generally they win 2/3 of their matches, but that does include playing in the international series as well. Very different here. If we look at their last 6 months, I think, to give us a better idea. Pretty sure that rate goes down a fair bit.
14-all.
To give us an idea of their recent form. Yeah, only 33%. So it goes from 2/3 wins over their career after taking the first game to go on and be victorious. Goes down to just a third of matches they win in the last 6 months after taking the first game. They are still in front though.
15-14.
Big roar, because it's a 2-point cushion that could be valuable now. Down the line from Midorikawa. Now good Safei, Izzuddin. Izzuddin, 3 points clear now. This is really good from the Japanese pairing. 3 points in a row. So what's interesting for Go Safei and Izzuddin, there throughout their careers, winning a match after losing the first game, as they are here. 63% of the time they've managed to do it over their careers. However, in the last 6 months, sorry, 44% in their careers. That's been their rate, which is not very, very good. But in the last 6 months, it's gone up to 63%. So it's actually got a little better. Now, there is a challenge from the Malaysians here. This is absolutely crucial. They get this wrong. It becomes a 3-point lead for Midorikawa and Yamashita. To get it right, only 1 point between them. I'm not sure they're going to get this right. Yeah, it doesn't go their way. This is looking very good for Midorikawa and Yamashita. 3 is the lead and 3 is the need for the Japanese pair. Almost there.
19-15.
It's right there. Service return. But Japan seems to be kind of a favoured nation for the Malaysians. The last time they got this far in a tournament was the Japan Open. Since then, there's been 8 tournaments. Haven't got beyond the quarter-final till today. They could be out here, but they're still only 3 points behind. They've got to keep the hope going. Yeah, the only 2 quarterfinals they've had since the Japan Open, the China Masters and the French Open. Otherwise, it's been the exits for them. We have got 4 match points for Midorikawa and Yamashita. This is superb.
60.
They're really going to dig deep here. Go and Noor.
17-20.
With looking at an early exit here. It's out! They're going to challenge this. They have to, really. No choice. But it looks like Midorikawa and Yamashita are through. Big moment here on the challenge. My initial feeling was that it was just out. Just to add to the drama, taking a little bit of time. Pacing up and down the Japanese because they know how huge this is. Here we go. Oh, it is out! Only just, but it is. It's a first ever final in men's doubles for these 2 Japanese players, Hiroki Midorikawa and Kyohei Yamashita. Massive moment for them in their careers as men's doubles players on the HSBC BWF World Tour. And they've beaten the world number 4 pairing as well along the way in front of their home crowd. The flick serve just out. Great smile there. Great reaction from Yamashita. It's a huge scalp for them in what has been the biggest match of their careers as men's doubles players. Hiroki Midorikawa and Kyohei Yamashita of Japan beat the 2nd seeds, the world number 4 pairing of Izzuddin from Malaysia, 21-12, 21-17 in just 38 minutes.
Up
next, it is women's doubles. Pearling Town and Tina Muralitharan, the top seeds from Malaysia. They'll be hoping to do a bit better than their male counterparts. They play the third seeds from Japan, Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto.